The following podcast contains real reviews and the ridiculous reactions of two would-be oracles of the internet. The opinions expressed and presented are mere musings, so please humor their hijinks with a laugh and not by taking anything they say seriously. Seriously.
Hello and welcome to ReviewParty.com. I'm Brent.
I'm Matt.
This is a podcast all about reviews from the internet. That's right. Google reviews, Yelp reviews, Amazon reviews. And we take those reviews, we read them, and we make some funny after.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what else do you need?
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. Maybe a snack. That's on you, though. We can't really supply that.
No.
Lately, we've been jumping right into the reviews, but, forget that this week. Back to the classics, back to yapping before the episode.
Ooh, okay.
It's a big announcement for me. It's not a big announcement for the show. But I am a bewedded man now. I am married, betrothed officially.
You've got your horns on in the Shakespearean sense.
Yep, I got the shackle and the old ball and chain. I got the ring. I think the lady who said it did the ceremony. Is that how you say it? She didn't do our vows. We didn't do vows, but the minister lady. She said, "Oh, the ring is not a lock. It's a key." I was like, "Whoa, man."
I like that.
It was like a key to the secrets of your heart, or like a portal to it. I was like, whoa. So yeah, I think that's all that means for the podcast is if I'm less funny now at post episode 237 and beyond, you gotta ship those complaints to my wife. All right. I am no longer taking those complaints. I'm good. I've made it. So yeah, I'm just going to kind of coast from here. Matt, good luck.
Okay, thanks. I'll
picking
try.
up all my schleppy schlack, but I guess you're used to that, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Thanks. All right, that's all I have to say. You got anything to say?
No, I'm still here. Still here.
Great. Do you want to start this week?
Yeah, I want to just take a dump on your happiness with this little firecracker of a review. It's a Google Maps review for a restaurant called Hindquarter, which I love. It's in Cawker City, Kansas.
Oof.
Middle of nowhere.
The middle of nowhere.
Oh God. This is taking longer than the actual review. But Zach H writes, a cheeseburger and a double cheeseburger with the side salad and water, $37. I think they're going full Biden, 2 stars.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for snapping me back to the reality of the world in which I was on a little cloud like a cherub living in happiness.
Come back down to earth.
I mean, that's very expensive, especially for the area, I imagine.
Yeah, unless it's truly isolated, and then maybe, I don't know, it's just supply and demand speaks.
Sure. Yeah, those, you gotta like hire a guy from a Hideo Kojima game to schlep the lettuce out there for the salad. He might not have his little pylon set up to teleport back and forth and such yet to that route.
Yeah, man.
It's just, how good does that salad have to be to be $37?
Yeah, side salad and water. It does sound expensive, but I don't think that points to any president necessarily.
I would point to all of them in tandem.
Probably all of them, yeah. Am I going to point to any one president because eggs are like $10 a carton right now?
I'm going to point to that one farmer who let their fucking chickens shit in the feed or whatever the hell happened.
Gotta bathe your chickens better, guys. Come on.
Actually, I kind of respect farmers more than presidents, so we're kind of out of our wheelhouse. We're only good at blaming people.
Do you have a review so we can leave this subject behind?
Thank you. That was lovely. You said it was a bit of a firecracker. I have a review for the Amazon Fire Stick. Full listing, Amazon Fire TV Stick 4K, parentheses newest model, with AI-powered Fire TV search, Wi-Fi 6 stream, over 1.5 million movies and shows free and live TV. It's, yeah, you know, you love it. It's the newest model, guaranteed. It says so right there. Nelson Cartier. Cartier. I'm going to go I hit it the first time.
Cartier.
Go with that take. I love it, but here are my thoughts on it. Yes, it's clear and gets the job done. If you get it on sale like Black Friday or Cyber Monday, then yes, get it. But it's not worth $50 because most smart TV have built-in apps. Now, you have an older TV that's not smart. Then yes, get this. Real quick, it's fast processor and a lot of storage, and the TV is very comfortable and fast and feels good in the hand. And you can tweak the Fire Stick to get third-party apps. Overall, the 5 out of 5. I love it and will keep it. Thanks for reading. 5 stars.
I feel like I should say you need to read more Cartier.
Cartier was he was scrambling for the finish a bit there, perhaps. Something was going on. There was a meandering pace.
There's a neandering pace. He sounds like a damn caveman. You don't need a smart TV. You need to do things a bit more on your own, Cartier. You just string together some full sentences, some coherent thoughts. We need all the components of those sentences. And we'll talk about your smart TV privileges, okay?
So you think there should be a sort of you have to be this smart to TV. There should be that.
Yeah, we need to maintain, as we, hurtle into the future, we need to maintain a positive ratio for our smartness compared to the TV's smartness.
That's true. That is the fear. And I try and resist the boomer thoughts, the boomerification of my brain as much as possible. But people do seem to be getting dumber, don't they, out there?
Yeah, a little bit. And I hate to harp on him for saying that the control feels good, because I know if there's something that's nice ergonomically designed, when I first held the Wii U controller, I was like, that feels perfect in my hands. That's stunning. But that it's also like just a base human, feel good, fit hand.
Right, you can't help but read it in that parlance here. The control is very comfortable and fast. It's the and fast. There's a sort of like delinquence to the adding. It's so fast. It feels so good and it's so fast.
I do love responsiveness, though. Technology that has responsiveness, yeah, it's good.
It's
good stuff.
At a premium these days. Not boomer. We're on boomering again, but back in my day, we had those mechanical electronics that just you hit a button and it's before your brain can even perceive it. It's happening. Now you hit the damn touchscreen and the thing's fucking chugging. It's like burnt ass, like third-rate processor. It has to sputter for 3 seconds before the volume gets turned up one notch. I hate that.
Yeah, turning up your volume over Wi-Fi. What the heck? What's going on?
Don't get me started. Give me a knob. And don't give me a knob that's a pretend knob that just makes it go back and forth. Give me the real one-to-one knobbage.
Yeah.
Nothing gets a 32-year-old man going like some one-to-one knobbage.
Some tactile response.
Thank you. That's the smart way to say it.
When I was a child, the TV I had in my room, there's like a little panel on the side that you had to open up to access the power button.
Yes.
But then there was a magnetic remote that you could pop out the face of it. It was, I don't know, I miss it. That's all I'm going to say.
I remember about the tactileness of my childhood. One Christmas, it was right at the end of the CRT era. I should have made my parents keep that TV. Because boy, would I kill for that 27 inches of pure 2000s era power. The remote had a nice juicy power button I love to pick at. And that power button did not last the fortnight. And I don't know what, I think I just, you just got to dip your pinky in to turn the power on the TV or get your ass up and do it. But input button's still good to go. So what else you need? You can still switch from Kingdom Hearts to Cartoon Network. The blink of an eye. Do you have a review?
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with this review from Amazon of the Saloniture, which is a lovely portmanteau of salon and furniture, I guess. the Saloniture professional portable folding massage table with carrying case. I don't know what color. What color did my person get it in? They got it in the cream color. Eric titles his review, "Brought it to family Christmas." Wow, this is recent too. I wasn't intentionally looking for a Christmas review. Obviously, I was just looking for a massage table review. But this is January 18th. This is a week ago. This review was left at time of recording. Eric writes, "I bought it for family Christmas just to try out. I usually give out massages to a few people, and I did end up using it, and some of my family members are less than skinny, and I really wanted to test it out for its strength, and it was not a problem at all. In fact, it's a lot better than I thought it would be. I always have a massage table wherever I go, and I moved down to Arizona, and I left my professional one up in Portland, and I needed to get something, and I couldn't find anything. There was a high-quality table on Craigslist, and so I ended up going with this, just hoping that it wasn't going to be trash, and I was pleasantly surprised. I didn't expect it to be so sturdy and such a good massage table. This is a really nice table to have around. 5 stars.
Somebody get this man a fucking Tony Stark ass briefcase massage table, throw it on the ground, and then you got a sturdy massage table for the big boys.
Wherever I go, I gotta have it.
I mean, it's actually a lovely gesture to give some massages out at the holidays to your family. That's a good gift,
I guess so. Yeah, maybe I'm making it creepier than it needs to be in my head. It's
a little much, right? But I think you get on that table, boy, you're gonna be glad. You're gonna be like. Besides that spiked eggnog Uncle Chuck gave me, that might have been the best part, and maybe it was the combination. If Uncle Henry's bringing out the massage table and you're feeling a bit funny, get Aunt Amarito's spiked eggnog and fucking get it until you feel good enough to get yourself a massage, or just get gift cards for a local massage place. I think that's actually a good gift.
Yeah, that's totally a good gift.
That's originally what I was going on too, but for me here, it's the sort of cowboy, the modern cowboy nature of his travel, and his massage table is like his cowboy hat, his holster, and his gun.
Yeah, never one without the other.
I got a few tables up in Portland, but on my journey down to Arizona, I lost track of them. Had to get myself one quick fast.
Yeah, that was a very folksy, totally conversational shift into him talking about, I found one on Craigslist. It's high quality, but I ended up going with this one here. Just hoping. Just hoping.
Right, he's bringing you in. This is a modern bard's tale. This is the oldest profession right here.
That repetition of the just hoping. It's just hoping, comma, just hoping. Wow, there's no way for me to read that straight, flat the same way. The second time, the second hoping is there's more to it.
Yeah,
just hoping. This
is a man of a different time. This is a traveling bard. Going from town to town, handing out pleasure. from his fingertips. It's no coincidence he has a way with words.
Man, that's the stock character I need in some Shakespeare. I don't need a traveling bard or the fool that goes from court to court. I need the masseur.
The traveling masseur doesn't get a lot of spotlight, but I bet in a certain amount, certain people's memories it's life changing.
Mm-hmm. Truly.
What's with the sort of other side of that coin is the masseuse assassin.
Oh yeah,
gives you a masseuse so good you fucking die. I'll spin a review, huh? I think that was nice and compact. I'll throw this one in here. It's another one from Amazon. This is submitted by Stephanie Black. Thank you, Steph.
Thank you.
Z-Biotics pre-alcohol probiotic drink liquid 2-pack. So it's a drink you take before you drink, and you shouldn't get a hangover or whatever.
I've heard the advertisements on other podcasts.
I did the ones in Japan, and they did not work. You know, I can't really confidently say they did or didn't, but it didn't hurt anything. Sean D. Ruan titles their review "Nothing Positive." They write. No. I go out for drinks once a week. I always drink the same thing and the same amount. That being said, I took Z-Biotics before my weekly outing. I blacked out, which hasn't happened in 30 years. Don't remember the end of my night and felt terrible the next day. This happened all 3 times after using all 3 bottles. I went out, drank my usual, and didn't take Z-Biotics and was fine. This was my personal experience with this product. I wish it worked for me the way it seemed to work for others. 1 star.
Oh, wow. Did you by any chance just not eat those days, though?
That's the thing. Yeah, I had to make room for my Z-Biotics, so I skipped lunch and dinner.
Yeah, like it sounds like you're laying out the perfect test environment.
They're so focused on those 2 variables. I always drink the same thing in the same amount.
Once a week.
But there's so much more.
There's a lot more data to work with there.
I'm trying to think of something really funny that he could have did.
Did you have a bunch of sugar-free gummy bears by any chance?
Did you have 10,000 sugar-free gummy bears?
That diarrheaed out all of the good things that the Z-Biotics contained.
Yeah, and left a alcohol-absorbing lacquer around your intestines.
Did you just not have water that day?
Did you piss off any ladies that looked like witches or mystical gypsy women?
Did you by any chance walk into the bar and go, I had Z-Biotics, do your worst?
Did you challenge the bartender? Did you say, on the behalf of Z-Biotics, you cannot get me drunk? Did you brag to your friends that you wouldn't have a hangover because of Z-Biotics?
Did you drum your hands on the bar top and go, I haven't blacked out in forever?
30 years to be exact, to the day. It will not happen tonight because I have feasted upon Z-Biotics. I am Shine. I am the coolest guy. Do you do any of that kind of stuff, man?
Yeah. Are you a character in a sitcom or a movie that defiantly says, what are the chances that's going to happen? And then there's just like a smash jump cut to it happening?
It's likely. Do you have a contentious relationship with God, with the Lord in heaven?
Or any other ones.
Right, any other ones. They've been known to dish out some ironic punishments for sort of poetic justice.
And fun.
And fun and giggles and laughs. You might have pissed off Loki, the trickster god. It says the product is by Z-Biotics, but that could just be a front for some for Coyote. you know, some sort of trickster god messing with people named Sean.
Also, have you bragged about like the exceptional quality of your internal organs? And do you have stitching or scar marks on your person, on your body?
I think I'll leave us with this other review I see from Amazon customer. They title it, "Be prepared to assault the toilet."
Oh, no.
They write, "I was, quote, taken out the entire next day. You may avoid the hangover, but you better hope your toilet seat is padded because you will be spending a lot of time there. 1 star."
Oh, wow. They had the gummy bears.
The gummy bear flavor.
Oof.
Okay, after that one, we need a little break, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I'm going to get some water and some Z-Biotics.
Clean me out.
Hey everybody, thank you for listening to our lovely little podcast. If you'd like to go above and beyond in supporting our show, or have the most fabulous conversation starter since sliced bread, go to reviewparty.com. Click on shop and explore some fabulous t-shirt designs.
Where's your favorite place to wear a t-shirt?
On my body.
Mine is at the store.
That is a good place to wear a t-shirt. Reviewparty.com. Click shop.
Why stop there?
Don't stop now.
Don't stop me now, because I'm buying a t-shirt. I'm buying a shirt.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second half of the episode, and welcome to boom, 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 boom. Guaranteed that's not the little sound I made last time I did this segment, but it's Memento More Review.
Oh boy, who's dead this time?
Who's dead now? Memento More Review is the segment where we find somebody who's died recently, and generally, at least I think every time in the past, have gone to Ticketmaster to find reviews for their concerts and such that are still up there, concerts or comedy shows, so on and so forth, to read the reviews that people left before they died and sometimes after they died, as a way of paying respect.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
But most of the time, if my memory serves correct, but maybe not. You could.
Yeah, not always.
You could dispute that for sure.
This time I've actually gone a little off that beaten path and gone to Google for some Google reviews of the Jimmy Carter Presidential Library.
Wow.
And Museum.
I'm gonna feel bad. I know I'm gonna say some mean joke. Disclaimer: I'm gonna say some mean shit about Jimmy Carter. I'm not hating on the man. Real. There's far worse presidents. I just got a problem with authority, and that's my problem. I'm sorry if I'm about to make it your problem, but let's have fun together.
Yeah. So because this is of a building, of like a site, as opposed to like a comedy routine, it's a bit different. It's not going to be like, Meatloaf sounded great. Meatloaf should have retired 20 years ago. It's a little different, but
I just think about Meatloaf.
I just had Meatloaf.
Do you think about him every time you have it? Because I do.
I should.
Bat out of hell!
Without further ado, let me get to this first review. This comes to us from Michaela Blackhurst. Michaela writes, I visited the Carter Center Museum today. I feel I got to know President Carter as a president and a person. Now that he died today, I am mourning too. It is a great museum if you're interested in history of Jimmy Carter. I particularly loved the replica Oval Office and all the artifacts he received as gifts from around the world, but also learning about his amazing impact on the world. I visited on a Saturday morning and it was not too busy at all. 5 stars.
Damn, he just died and his museum's not popping on a Saturday morning? Sorry, Jimbo.
Maybe there's been a bit more ticket sales since then, but maybe she was too fresh in there.
I would be crying from beyond the grave if my museum ticket sales dipped after my death. I'd be like, where's the come up? There's supposed to be a come up here.
Shan B writes, I don't know why this has lower reviews. I've been to 5 other presidential museums, and this one was... And no, she just says, this was one of the best out of 5. Okay. It had a lot of walking areas to go sit and relax. The people working were so kind and ready to help with any questions you had. The only downfall is I thought the gift shop could have been bigger. I would highly suggest coming to this presidential museum and looking around. I spent about 2 hours here, 5 stars.
What the fucking Jimmy Carter memorabilia are gonna sell? You can only do so much Jimmy Carter memorabilia. He didn't make the peanut. I mean, the
For some
butter.
reason, I associate peanuts with him, though. Maybe he liked him.
I think it's the Carter the Carver situation. I don't know. He kind of had a peanut-looking fucking head.
A peanut head.
If I was beating up Jimmy Carter, if we were on the same elementary school playground, I was beating the shit out of him. I'd call him a little peanut head.
Jimmy Carter peanuts. There's a peanut statue.
Same.
There's a peanut with Jimmy Carter's teeth on it. It looks really strange.
I was scared of that. That sounds like one of those scary little dolls they make on purpose.
Yeah, it's horrifying. It kind of looks like Audrey 2 from Little Shop of Horrors, but it's a peanut.
But peanut.
Here's a review from Justin Villa. Justin writes, some cool, unique items, but some are just reproductions. Not as cool as the George Bush Museum in Dallas. Being a wartime president, dealing with 9/11, and having 4 more years gives him an advantage. Free parking, which was nice. Free admission for military. Reasonably priced gift shop. 4 stars.
Okay. So I said I was going to be mean to Jimmy Carter, but I could go to the Jimmy Carter Museum and be respectful and like look at stuff and go, oh, that's neat. I learned something. If I went to the President Bush Museum, it would be only as a human top. Someone would have to, we would have to garbage bag me up and put me on some sort of spinning, maybe those those hoverboard things.
Oh yeah.
And someone would, rope around me like a dreidel and pull, and then I'd spin around, and my wiener would hang out, and I would just piss everywhere. I'd piss all over. Yeah, a Tasmanian devil of urine all over George W. Bush Museum, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I think the only thing I would go to the George W. Bush Museum to see would be like 15-second clips of him, like when that guy threw a shoe at him.
Yeah, he is,
or him dancing.
He is not as threatening as the other Republican presidents, or any president, I should say. It's just because he has that sort of clownish jester. He's the most believable as sort of the puppet monkey who's just sort of paraded out to be cute, and he just like draws dogs now and shit.
Yeah.
So maybe I wouldn't, go full Nixon Museum on him. Maybe I would just go and giggle at how much of a weirdo he was. What about the Jeb Bush Museum? I would kind of fuck with the Jeb Bush Museum because he hasn't done anything, so it'd be funny.
Kind of like a one-room museum sort of thing.
It's just him. He's got nothing better to do.
I'd like to tell you about my life.
Oh, okay. There's no seats for us or anything? No, I like this sort of. It's good for the imagination.
Oh, all right, Jeb.
All right, let's get this over with.
Yeah, I'll go for that. This is a review from Mark HK. Mark writes, the only downside was the movie theater is not functioning. But as a tribute, the Carter Museum is great. We love meaningful history, and if you take time, the Jimmy Carter Presidential Museum shows you how one couple can make a difference to both the lives of many and the world. President Carter was the most moral of recent presidents, and his legacy of service to others continues. He wasn't flashy, but he was just. And the Carter Center shows how he made a difference. 4 stars.
They're saying how much he changed the world and shit. If you're the president and you don't do that, you go fuck yourself, bro. Like, I don't know. He kind of is doing what anyone who fell ass backwards in that position should do. Because I don't know.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong. You just kind of got secretaries making fucking like, you got someone else making your schedule. You're just paraded around from shit to shit by the Secret Service. And you sign some shit. You say no to some shit. You say yes to some shit. I don't know. Maybe I'm
when
just
you're done,
jaded.
4 years later, 8 years later, I feel like, yeah, it's the least you could do to just kind of still be a good dude.
Sure.
Or lady. God willing someday.
Right. Yeah, it's... What else you got? I mean... You gonna go like be an internet troll after that or something? Well, one guy is going to be, I guess, or has been. Oh boy!
I'll read this review from Jeff Pinar. This one's actually pretty sick. Jeff writes, most of the library focuses on President Carter's time in office and post-presidency. However, I would like to focus on one of the most interesting achievements of his young life during Canada's first nuclear NFX disaster, December 12th, 1952. Mr. Carter was at that time, as a result of his Navy training, one of the most qualified people in the world to take charge of the Canadian disaster. A very young Mr. Carter quickly determined the best plan of action was to enter the reactor core and remove the damaged, highly radioactive rods. He built an identical model of the reactor core and rods and trained his team until they were prepared to enter the reactor's core. Mr. Carter determined the maximum time inside the reactor per man was 90 seconds with the protective gear of that day. Thinking not of himself, but of the world, a fearless Mr. Carter was on the first team of 3 to be lowered into the reactor. Wow! Talk about the right stuff. A continued meltdown was stopped in its tracks. No surprise he was destined to be a world leader and president. Every public school student in Georgia should be required to take a field trip here. 5 stars.
Oh man, I got a lot more respect for Jimmy Carter now that I know he inspired Half-Life, the video game.
It makes me think of that bank vault scene or casino vault scene from Ocean's 11 too, which makes me I love Ocean's 11, so I associate Jimmy Carter even tangentially to that.
We love Ocean's 11.
We love it. You built a model of the reactor core, Jimmy?
I love models. Wow, he did cool like little paintball missions with his bros. Wow, this is a relatable dude.
Yeah. He's like, I'm going to go in first. Pretty sick.
Yeah, he's like, I want to check out this video game first. Same, dude. I love pre-orders. No, those are really good. Oh, we got more?
Yeah, we got a few more. We got one more of actual substance.
Sure.
A curveball. This is from Brett Stevens, a.k.a. B. Stevie. Brett writes, this place rocks my socks, and shout out to Jimmy Carter, whom at full disclosure is an ex-family member of mine, but time heals all wounds, and Mr. James is forgiven for tearing my family apart. The grounds and facilities are state-of-the-art, and it's a great space for any walk, event, or picnic, or the inside is amazing and designed with love, and it very presidential. Love this place and its locale in the heart of Little Five across from Freedom Park. 5 stars. I don't know what dude's on about, but
I hate. How many times does a senile family member have to tell a lie before people just be believing it? Yeah, Jimmy Carter is my second cousin. He fucked my sister's husband and ruined our family.
Thank you for seeing through that. Maybe I was just too lost in the Carter praise and lack of praise.
I think a crazy person wrote that review.
Okay. We'll end with this one from Joel Davenport. Joel writes, Jimmy Carter is an amazing man. Peace is his legacy. Worth the visit. 3 stars.
I mean, that's not... People are saying that about me after I died. That's about sick as shit. Peace is his legacy. Sheesh, man.
Bro took like 100 photos. And he drops a 3-star? I don't know. Whatever.
That's sus to me. What's a 3 stars worth taking 100 photos of?
Must have liked something.
Must have liked something, didn't it? Must have thought something was worth sharing, you little goober.
Anyway, that's Memento More review. And that's the legacy, the peaceful legacy of one Jimmy Peanut Carter.
That's great, man. Fucking Gordon Freeman, man, opening the portal to the other world.
I'm going in.
Going in first. Gordon, get out of there. Okay, I got it. I got a review, a pair, if you will, of reviews from a little place in Vancouver, British Columbia, called the Big Chicken Town.
Oh boy,
that's right. We're going to Big Chicken Town, folks. I've been full disclosure. Oh, someone used full disclosure in a dumb way in those reviews. I didn't call it out. If you noticed, listener, sharp. But I'm going to use it. No, I hope. Now I'm very self-conscious about my use of it here. But full disclosure, I went here, had a lovely meal with some friends while I was traveling. And I liked it. So I'm going to start with this review that has less to chew on, but I thought was a lovely review. From Yelp for Big Chicken Town. Yelp Elite. Rosalind L. Let's see how oh yeah, I have to sign in to see how far it goes back. No, thank you.
Did I don't think I even posted about it, but your boy is a year 5 Yelp Elite, which means I've got that gold badge on my Yelp profile. Big boy time.
Yeah, I've been really, I gotta get on we got a tandem Yelp Elite. Take over the damn website. Of all the places I slack on the podcast, that's numero uno. But Rosalind L, Elite 25 and probably longer, writes this fantastic review. Surprised by the low reviews here. We've eaten here a couple of times before going to watch a movie, and the service and food has always been excellent each time. Would definitely recommend their cheese asun sal, corn cheese, and chicken gyoza, which is always cooked to perfection. Looking forward to our next visit. 5 stars.
What? Oh, dude. That sounds great. I don't have anything funny to say.
Right. Yeah, that's it. I just wanted to get everyone on, let everyone know the stakes before we hear this
Great
next
gyoza
review.
is the legacy.
Great gyoza, man, you order it. The chicken was just so... There wasn't too much batter. I hate when you get the small fried chickens pieces, and it's just 50-80% batter. Ugh.
No bueno.
No, theirs was so good. But Tony W. has this to say. This place is okay. First time going there. I didn't like the main menu because everything on it was fried. I got the chicken udon, and the chicken came separately and was deep fried. If I had known it was like that, I would have just ordered the apps instead. The apps were better than the main dishes. I thought so, and so did my friend. 3 stars.
You live and you learn, bro. I don't know what to tell you. Sometimes you just gotta app it up.
Sometimes there's many places where the app is preferable.
You look at that menu, you can discern if you're a smart boy. If you're a good egg, you're gonna know. Just go for the appetizers and a salad or something, or a soup and a... Come on.
And I know people expect some nice options these days, some vegetarian or vegan options at restaurants. I think that's mostly fair, of course.
Sure.
But Big Chicken Town, I don't think they're trying to fool anybody about their what they're doing to the chickens here, you know?
Or what they offer, yeah.
It's big, it's chicken, and it's in town, and they're going to fry them up, man. Where's my flame roasted chicken in this town?
That's like going anywhere in the South and expecting, like, things not to be fried.
Yeah, I think we've talked about it a lot of times. It's just going into a new restaurant and telling them how the experience should be, whether directly or indirectly, is just a fool's errand. going into Chicago deep dish. You have to use a fork and knife. 2 stars.
Yeah. I don't see how you could eat this all the time.
Yeah, we eat this every day, bro.
My God. Fools.
I feel like I was eating a lot of deep dish when I was living in Chicago, and still that was like, I don't know, once a month.
Yeah, that's all. It could never be more than that.
Right. It's twice if you got a little hockey party after hockey game thing to go to. Do you got a review?
Yeah, I got a weird one. This is a Google review of the Suds Hut. Where's the Suds Hut? Suds Hut's a chicken restaurant. Even though it's Suds Hut, it's Helena, Montana. We have a Google review from Carol T. McClure. And, I don't know, Carol's lost in the sauce. I'm just going to read it as is. Carol writes, when my wife checked, I forgot. Turned around and JR was making fun of me. When I confronted him, he said he was making fun of another customer, which is not right if it was me or someone else. So then he threatened to call the cops on me because I said it was not right to make fun of anyone. Yes, I was upset. I finally just said it's not worth it and left. And this person is a manager there, not someone I would want on my staff. You don't make fun of customers. They are what make it so you have a job. I am very disappointed in Suds Hut for allowing this to happen. 1 star.
When they would make you to have the job. Oh. Oh, man. That changes my... Delete the last 236 episodes of this podcast, man. I didn't realize it's the customers that have to make you have the job at the business. Oh, man.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know exactly what's going on here, but...
Who has... Every job where there's customers, they're making fun of them. All right? It's happening. The only thing you're concerned about is being not annoying and in the same line, kind enough to the world and people around you to not be a customer that's being made fun of. To be a customer that says, "Oh, that guy that wears the collared shirt that comes in all the time, he's so nice, isn't he? He always smiles and asks how I'm doing." They're also talking about that. The world is crazy like that. People be having conversations.
No kidding. And just to clarify, the customers make it so that the business people have jobs.
That's you got me there, man. So, a customer can come in and shoot someone that's working behind the counter because it's for what them makes to have the job. Maybe my other favorite part of the review is what was it at the beginning?
When my wife checked, I forgot. I don't know what's happening. Turned around and JR was making fun of me.
JR, yep, like when we know who JR is.
He said he was making fun of another customer.
Yeah. I just want to know. I need to see that moment. Like, what was the laugh like? Was there pointing? Just this man just bursted out into boisterous laughter.
Got a kick me sign on his back or something.
Yeah, and then when you confronted, he said, I told that other customer they smell like shit for brains. Like, what? There's so much. This is the murkiest explanation of a situation ever. Besides the obvious, grammar ridiculousness.
Yeah.
But, okay. So let me take a step back. The customers are the reasons that the workers have jobs.
I think so.
Wow. So the customers give the business their business. They pay the money to the business, and the business then pays the employees.
Huh. Strange idea.
Yeah, I don't, now that I'm really kicking it around, I don't know if I buy it. I think we should go back to the drawing board. That's been reviewparty.com. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for making it to the end of the episode. That helps us out so much. We hope you had a fun time. We hope you listen to some more lovely episodes. We're back every Tuesday. That's right. # Tuesday Reviews Day with a new episode. If you'd like to be a part of it, you can send in a review for us to review, so to speak, like Stephanie did. Thank you, Steph.
Yeah.
You can send one of those reviews, send a hyperlink, an email, whatever you gotta, or a hyperlink, a screenshot, whatever you gotta do to get it to us, to reviewparty.com@gmail.com. We'd love if you could include a name or moniker so we can give you credit for that.
If you want to reach out to us on social media, guess what, boys and girls, you can at reviewparty.com on Instagram and TikTok. Are we supposed to be using these anymore? I don't know. People are saying I'm getting off of it. No more social media. I guess just use it as much as you feel like it's good and fun to use it. We're also on Twitter /X at ReviewPartyPod.
Yeah, that one.
Go
that
on
one's
YouTube,
definitely scorched
reviewparty.com.
earth. There we go.
Or just reviewparty.com. That's a safe space.
That's
guaranteed.
a great place to be. You don't think the Squarespace CEO is going to try and get into politics and start goose stepping or something?
I don't even want to start Googling that. You never know.
That's true. Let's keep that ungoogled. But yeah, it's blue there and beautiful. While you're checking it out, you might also want to listen to some music while you're looking at that blue. You heard Nosebleeds throughout the episode. Bread for Breakfast is the name of that jam. They got a lot more good ones. Just search Nosebleeds on somewhere like Spotify. One word. Follow, subscribe, favorite wherever you listen. Review us on iTunes. Review us on Podchaser. Recommend it to a friend who likes podcasts. Sign up for Matt's newsletters. You can do that on our website too. Matt, do you got a review to send us off here?
I do have a review to send us off. It is a letterboxd review of the film The House with a Clock in Its Walls, starring Jack Black and Cate Blanchett. Eli Roth directed. Yeah, I remember seeing the trailer and thinking, that looks interesting, and then I never saw it. But this review from C-Slays might just change that. C-Slays writes, all I can say is MILF. The movie is good, but I kept staring at that fine-ass woman. 5 stars.
I mean, that's a very hard review to withstand, to resist. You gotta
Gotta
Google
check it out.
some screenshots at least.